Hello squirrels and hedgehogs, here we are again and we're going to read a story this time. It's going to be about aliens and I have a little alien on my finger here, and also you can see a clue on my head because this story I think some of you might know. It's called Aliens Love Underpants. I think this story is very funny. Even at the front of the book, there are lots of underpants, all sorts of colours and sizes and shapes. And let me read you the story of Aliens Love Underpants. Oh, I might need my glasses, mightn't I? Aliens love underpants of every shape and size, but there are no underpants in space. So here's a big surprise. Can you see they have statues with underpants on them because they love underpants so much. When aliens fly down to Earth, they don't come to meet you. They simply want your underpants. I bet you never knew. Their spaceship's radar bleeps and blinks the moment that it sees a washing line of underpants all flapping in the breeze. They land in your back garden, though they haven't been invited. Ooh, underpants, they chant, and they dance around delighted. They like them red, they like them green, or orange like Satsumas. But best of all, they love the sight of Granny's spotted bloomers. Mum's pink frilly knickers are a perfect place to hide. Oh, there's one hiding in there. And Grandpa's woolly long johns make a super whizzy slide. In daring competitions, held up by just one peg, they count how many aliens can squeeze inside each leg. They wear pants on their feet and heads and other silly places. They fly pants from their spaceships and hold upside down pant races. Oh, this one's the other way. As they go zinging through the air, it really is pants-tastic. What fun the aliens have with Pingy Pants Elastic. It's almost like a tug of war, isn't it? It's not your neighbour's naughty dog or next door's funny game. When underpants go missing, the aliens are to blame. You see him running away with some underpants there. But quick, Mum's coming out to fetch the washing in at last. Whee! Off the aliens all zoom. They're used to leaving fast. So when you put your pants on, freshly washed, nice and clean, just check in case an alien still lurks inside, unseen. I can see that one in the drawer. Might be. There's some more really lovely underpants. And that's the end of the story. And I want to show you an activity that you can do. Hello children, this is the sentence that I would like you to try and read. You need to look very carefully at the words. The first word I think you will know that's just a capital of one of the letter sounds that we know really well. The next word begins with a capital because it's the alien's name. And it's going to be a made-up word, but it does have one of our digraphs in the middle. So look very carefully and sound it out as well as you can. And that's the name of the alien in this sentence. So if you put those two words together and then read this one, which is one of our tricky words, and you might recognise it. The next word begins with one of our letters, and at the end is one of the digraphs. Then we've got another one of our tricky words. Look carefully and see if you can remember it. This one you can sound out, and it has got a digraph sound at the end. Again, this word is quite long, but what you can do is you can break it into two pieces. Start with the first part, sound it out, and then add on this digraph. I'll give you a clue. It's a colour word. And this one, just sound out each of the sounds. And that's the end of the sentence. You need to read it again, and when you've read it again, then you can draw a picture in the space underneath of what you've just read. Have a go at that. Again, you need to do the same thing. You need to look very carefully at each of these. This one here has one of our digraphs in the middle. And then we've got a tricky word, another one, another tricky word, and here's a colour word that you can start to work out with one of our digraphs in the middle. This is a tricky word. It's not one that we've learnt, but usually an e and an a together makes an e sound, but it doesn't in this word. So I would suggest that you just leave out the a and try and sound the word out like that. Here's another one of our tricky words. This one's easy to sound out. This one you can sound out. It has a digraph at the end. And this one has a digraph at the beginning. When you've worked it all out, read it again and then work out what it means. And in this space here, you will need to put your picture that shows me that you've understood what you've read. Have a go.